And we are live, everyone. Welcome. Let's begin. Last we left our adventures, you had been within the Mage Tower of Cadlia. In this terrible spire were those who wield magic imprisoned and trained. Trained before release, whilst under memory conditioning, so as to be controllable by the Vergent Empire and by the headmaster who shepherded this tower. A headmaster which you all defeated in his lair at the bottom basement floor of the tower, before escaping through the power of dream walking back to the Valley of Rain. And it is in the Dream Grove that we find you now. That is, you being, at the moment, only Marjoram, who sits with her friend Raccoon, Rookie, looking over this grassy grove. As Rookie snuggles up beside you, Margie, with a... What are you doing, saying, or thinking?
I'm probably scratching him behind the ear and being like, so how's that keeping an eye on that skeleton staff been treating you? You doing okay?
Shrugs his shoulders and holds up his hands.
She'll rummage through her bag and hand off some snacks she has kept, and she says, well, I've been pretty busy myself, but we've made some new friends, and, well, I don't know what we're going to be doing next, but I might not be back here for a while. I'm sorry.
Rookie has as much of a frown as a raccoon can, and then looks at the snacks in his little paws and carefully places them to the side, or shifting form to that of Ikoro, who now sits next to you on this stump, a somber look on his face. Was that it would not be so. Tell me, where goes you next? Where walks your path?
We're trying to go towards the center of the Vergent Empire, I think, to the capital. I really don't know what to expect there, but it is also kind of funny if you think about it, like where we've come from, and this is far from Grandma's cabin and the glade I found you.
Will you share with him the fact that the road that Natas intends to lead your party on to reach Vergent City will take you through the realms of the Hells?
Oh, yeah. I think she would say it in like an offhanded way, and like Natas wants to go like through a gate through hell, or like where like she doesn't understand it, but like she just throws it off like flippantly.
Recoils as you mention that, and there's a look of shock and fear on his face. You're going with your friend Natas.
What? Of course.
That is good. And I am not to interfere with Destiny's road for you. And you can see a tear beginning to well up on his cheek, and he wipes it away. He looks at you and says, Marjoram, what am I to you?
I don't know. You're certainly the best friend I've ever had, and if I'm honest, it's still strange to see you this way. I didn't think what would happen when you return to your true form, and
Perhaps
well, I don't even know what I did to make this happen, so
what?
I don't know, I feel lost in a way.
What there if Rookie my true form is?
That certainly makes me feel more comfortable.
I believe that what is true is what we choose to be true, amongst the many fictions of reality that surround us. You can choose to be benevolent or cruel, animal or person, wind or wave. If this road you walk, when this road you walk, think well. Think well of our time together, perhaps, and stay close to your friend.
I will. Thank you.
And with that, Ikoro shifts form once again into that of little Rookie and gives does a little dance, and then scurries away down the tree. We go now to Natas, who has just returned from informing those in the Valley of Rain of the success of the mission to the Mage Tower, informing them of the 3 survivors who you've brought with you, and also informing of them of the many others which are still at the tower, including 2 Sage Clan druids from the valley. To that end, the locals may be interested in pursuing a rescue operation for those who would likely be stuck in the cold if they didn't remain in the tower. You come now back to check on Margie and your other new associates. Make your way through the cavern back into the Dream Grove.
Oh.
Ahead you can see sleeping owlbear. As well, do you see mushroom folk, mycoids, which you heard tell had been rescued from the Dark Beneath, where the Dark Elves had recently made an expedition. You pass them on your way out, and you're passing them again, and as you pass by them, they give a "Whoa," and say, peace. And the owlbears shift in their slumber.
I think I'll just like look to the owl bear, look back like peace. Just keep tiptoeing.
The mycoids
Let's say
nod
that
their
really
heads.
quietly too. Just keep. Oh, there's another owl bear.
The mycoids have begun to spread their fungus upon these cavern walls. They have made promises to live in harmony, cohabiting with the denizens of this valley. And denizens seems to extend to the wildlife, as the owlbears seem to be fast away in their slumbers, making no problematic notice of the mycoids nor yourself.
I'm never coming to this place ever again. This is terrifying. Brush off all the spores.
Natas, as you enter the Dream Grove, you can see Margie up upon the tree. You can see Jillian of Vergent Origins, who is resting now just in her underclothes in the water of this pool. It seems as though her cursed immortal self is being sustained in some way by this peaceful spring, allowing her life to persist. And yet, at this moment, there is a whirling of energy, and from a spatial portal, Aaron and Rhiannon are ejected, stumbling out before the portal closes behind them.
Can we just stay somewhere that has an outside for like 5 minutes?
You're outside. Surprise.
Well, we were, and then we weren't again. Now we are again. Really sick and tired of getting stuck inside.
Where'd you go?
Mario
kind of climbed down from the top of this tree here.
So we needed to help Bernardo with his patron. He stayed behind. Really don't trust her, but it's not my thing. I don't.
Warlock patrons are not really ever to be trusted.
Yeah. But again, I can't. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Or he won't.
I think that Taz is trying to not like have some snarky remark. He's like, yeah, they're so bad. Oh god. I met half of them. Yeah, so are you guys accompanying us on our small journey?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you were told this. We're taking a little trip.
Oh no.
There is an outside where we're going.
Where
and
is
it's
it?
anywhere between a frozen hellscape or magma. Kind of can be
Hey,
anything.
You really narrowed that down. Where are we going?
We're going to hell. We're going to hell. One of them. Not quite sure that part yet.
Do we have to?
So we need to get back to the city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's I know important.
And I'm wanted. Margie's wanted, and now I am assuming.
Oh, probably.
Probably.
Oh,
they might even have a picture of you.
Super.
So.
Oh, they definitely do. Oh yeah, I pissed them off a lot.
Yeah, for the most part, they don't really know who we are. They just think that we're like representatives of the valley. But I don't want to.
Congratulations on not being known. That's probably good.
Yeah. But we need to sneak into the city.
And we could do that by going through hell?
Well, every single large deposit of humans, there's always a denizen of shitheads that worship somebody in hell. So we're just going to kind of go in through there.
Okay, yeah, no, you make a solid point here.
I have no idea who's there yet. We'll find out. Probably when we get to hell, we'll get a better idea of everything and where we're going and have to go. And
okay, fine. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Plenty better. I'm not looking forward to going there either, but
it's gonna be a great time. All right. It's not as bad as everyone puts it out to be. Okay. There's nice places. Okay. And if you don't like grass, it's fucking awesome.
Oh no! See,
not much of that anywhere.
At this point, Rhiannon already has her shoes off again.
I mean, like, there will be grass in hell. It's just not real. You know, it's probably an illusion.
That's fine. We dealt with illusory grass too in the tower. Honestly, after that, I feel like nothing could be worse.
One last detail that may be of import before you depart the Dream Grove to find place to rest for perhaps a night before departure, and eventually make your way to the Witch Clan settlement where you can use the planar gate to make this journey that you've set ahead of you. An exit portal. As of now, you have a way into the Nine Hells. You don't know if you have a way out. Natas assumes that there is probably a connection between Vergent City and the Nine Hells, or at the very least that he may have contacts within the Hells which could inform you of such a portal, but there's no certainty of it. You did,
Terrible map.
however,
Yeah.
receive a piece of information. Jillian Gulliver, who currently rests in the pool beside you, mentioned knowledge of a secret portal into hell, amongst a number of curiosities which she could be of service to aid you with.
Oh. Yeah, we should find out how to get out of hell.
Yeah.
I don't want to like hang out there for a while. That doesn't sound pleasant.
Would any of you like to speak with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should talk to her.
Yeah, I just so Jillian, how are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I was in the clouds. I'm doing fine, thanks. How are you doing?
Well, I'm in need of your assistance.
Oh?
We are in need of your assistance.
And how might that be, dear?
So we're going on a little trip to hell, and we need to know how to get out of there.
Oh,
You
that's a
might know that?
complicated matter. But I can help you. As a matter of fact, I do happen to have some secrets of my own that many don't. There is, in fact, a possibly closed, but there is a portal to hell within Vergent City. Connects to the one of the higher layers. I hope the landing point hasn't moved around. Last I checked, it connected to the second layer, the City of Dis. Now, as for its location in Vergent City, that would be underneath Vergent Spire. See, I needed a quick way out of there when things got messy, and so I put a portal down there in the catacombs beneath the tower. So, if
Tower
it's...
that all of the very important people of the city are in.
That's
That
right!
Anybody who saw my face would definitely completely destroy me. Okay,
Oh,
excellent.
you must have done
Very
something
exciting.
real bad if you're gonna piss off the Emperor or Empress or whoever it is now.
What have you
say
done?
Police tower. And we did kill the headmaster. And I may or may not have ruined some mining operations for a while. Yeah.
Good work. Sincerely.
Yeah.
So y'all are making a trip to the Hells, am I right to understand?
Yeah.
Well, I wish you luck down
Try
there.
to get into the city.
And,
Vergent City.
well, if you're not going to the city first, then I wish you fortune in the fact that the portal's still open. Unless you know anybody in the city. I could send them a message for you if you like. Or anybody going there?
I look at everybody else.
Yeah.
know the city
I don't know
exists.
anyone in the city. No.
I've never.
Hey, Kenny, do I have any friends in a little plane of dis? Do I have like a little old friend? Maybe from last campaign?
I don't know who you're talking about or what
Oh,
you're
no.
talking about.
Okay,
So,
never
Are
mind.
we
the answer's no.
wait, are we talking about the Virgin City or the city that we're going to in the Hells?
Vergent City. The
Okay.
concern is getting back to the material plane once you've gotten to the Hells.
In Vergent City.
Because you conceivably can affect the portal site where you're going.
Yeah,
But it's where you're exiting.
the way back.
Yeah, where to get back onto this plane.
Now to throw
Margie would look at Aaron because I feel like she assumes they have the best connection there based off like the Dragonborn they met.
Aaron, you
Hmm.
lived there, didn't you?
Yeah, but
No people?
if you count the homeless population,
Yeah, those are people.
They're also gonna be like, "Oh, you lived in the Brass City? Oh my god, right?" It's like, "I'm homeless." It's like, "Oh,
no,
This question.
no, Natasha.
that's the problem.
Aaron lived in
is
Vergent
with that
City.
population.
Oh, okay."
What?
Problem is with that population is they tend to move or just disappear unexpectedly.
I just know the city exists. I've never
But
been there.
aren't you being like expected now? Those Dragonborn we met made it sound like you were somebody pretty important there.
Yeah,
person.
I'd never met them before. We met them earlier.
Oh.
But isn't that the person? Were they talking about the person you met in the city and how you got arrested?
Yeah, the lady I met right before I got arrested, but I also had never met her before that point, and I only spoke like 2 words to her.
So here's the best bets that I would narrow down from what I'm hearing. Is Aaron's urchin friend, who she ran schemes with, or one of the other members of this sort of circle that we call the party, who are all presently headed to Vergent City. That is to say, some of them could get to the city before you and get the portal open on the other side so you can come out. So you could send a message to Gwei here, for example. You could send a message to Shael or to Rose. And what do you think? Who do you trust? And multiple messages can be sent. Martha's her name, that's right. Aaron's friend.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm kind of useless in this one.
Gina, do you want to get Martha involved in this?
Sure, she's still in the city.
Okay, so there's that angle. And then do the other two of you have one of the other party
I have an
people that you
idea.
want to message? Yeah?
Hail Mary.
Yeah?
If this person wants to meet Aaron so badly, get them to open up a portal from hell. Let's get them like politically obligated.
So try and contact Lady Bia, who the Dragonborn mentioned.
Yeah. Like, hey, we're interested in this employment opportunity, but just need some
Do this
some proof
one
of
big
commitment.
favor for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we like that?
Good work.
Worth a try.
Okay.
Margie doesn't understand it, so she.
So 2 messages. Lady Bia. Are we doing Martha? Or are we doing, say, Gwei here?
Margie leans Gwei here. I feel like she
Wait.
trusts.
If we get Gwei here to open up a portal to hell in a city, we're fucked.
Play here?
But
Burn
Gwei
it to
here
the
would
ground.
do it for us, Natas.
But who's way here? I'm kind of concerned now.
Borderline. I'm just a rebel. I'm just gonna burn society to the
I
ground.
just look at Aaron. I'm like,
Give Gwei here a lot of power. That's all I'm saying.
We are referring
Yeah, but Gwei here would do that for us, I think.
We're referring to Ben's character, Audrey.
oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, again,
Out of
I have no
character.
idea who these people are. I've been locked in a tower.
So we're leaning Gwei
Yeah,
here.
I also have no idea who these people are. So.
Gwei here.
Also
I mean,
been
I-
locked in a
And
tower.
Lady Bia. All right. So then, in a quick moment of incantation, you will see Jillian say, "Hi there, hon. I'm friends with..." Gesturing towards one of you.
Who are you messaging?
The spell's ongoing. She doesn't speak. She just
Hi!
gestures. Margie!
I'm Margie.
And I'd like to send you a message to say that there's a gate to the 9 hells you need to open underneath Vergent Spire in the capital city so that your friends can get out of hell.
Name drop. Name drop.
That was the message. That went to Gwei here.
Oh.
Okay. Use Aaron's name instead because.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
the second one. Hello there, lady. I'm friends with Aaron
Sunshine.
Sunsong. And some of her friends and she are going to be coming out of the 9 hells very soon. They need a portal open to make sure they get there. It's underneath Vergent Spire in Vergent City. To do. All right, message is sent. Need anything else?
No.
All right. In which case, your next destination would be a appointment with a pillowcase and a long rest here within the Valley of Rain. You are presently here in the Dream Grove. Potential destinations may include the High Clan Settlement, the center of the clans in the valley. Additionally, you will eventually be making your way to the Witch Clan Settlement here on the southeastern side. But until such a time comes, are there any objectives which you wish to achieve? Any conversations which you wish to have here? I'll take that as a no. Therefore, everyone can
I don't think so.
ensure that they are fully long rested, spells, hit points restored, features rejuvenated, and then, come that next day, shall we make our way to the Witch Clan Settlement to prepare to depart for Vergent City via the Nine Hells.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Here you find yourselves. The coldest place in the valley. Approaching a ethereal, almost, society. These people, certainly, are what the Vergent Empire would consider mages. Most notable, however, besides perhaps the large frosty wolf which stands next to a finely dressed woman that appears to be the leader of these witches, is a portal which glows with a curtain of energy. It slowly flows. Witches nearby it focus their own magic slowly into it, perhaps empowering it, perhaps restraining it, as you're not sure whether this light threatens to dim or blaze. Approach as you are ready to.
Turn to Margie and Atos. Have you guys done this before?
Yes, several times.
No.
Okay,
He's lying a lot, isn't he?
so
Okay.
we're going to a new place. You're gonna meet some new people, new traditions, culture. It's gonna be confusing in comparison.
I was locked in a tower for God knows how long. I can deal.
Okay, good. This is good. Just, follow my lead. Act natural.
Oh, you don't want me to act natural down there.
And the only thing I could say is, like, up here, if you get into a disagreement with somebody and you kill them, they're dead.
Yes.
Right?
I mean,
That doesn't happen there. That already happened. So if you make any enemies down there, they live forever.
do you often get into arguments and kill people?
Well, no, I'm just stating there is a infinite amount of problems that could be
Okay.
opened where we're
Okay.
going.
Margie rolls her eyes of of course he does.
Okay.
Honestly,
good
neither of us is in the habit of killing people, so I
No.
think we're fine.
I'm just saying,
No.
if you
I mean,
make
let's
an
just say
enemy
Jake
over
was
here,
like-
there's no getting rid of him.
Okay.
He is eternal.
I mean,
Just-
I've definitely banged up some people before, but I
Meh.
didn't kill them. I don't think I killed them. I hope I didn't kill them. I don't really remember. I hope I didn't kill them.
I vaguely remember fireballs and a bunch of wizards, but we're just gonna move on.
I have free stolen. It's all a little fuzzy.
Okay. I can't morally grandstand, but I'm just.
That is just leave it up, and I start walking forward.
Excellent.
Oh, and we need to be quick. I can't stay there for very long. So.
Wait, are they mad at you up here and in there?
Oh.
Margie mouths to Arianen like dad problems. But like is trying to like be behind Natas. And she gives a look of like, we're gonna learn more once we get there.
Rhiannon just gives you the nod.
And just Dot's keeps walking. He's like, actually, I'm a bit of a fucking prodigy down there. He just keeps walking.
Uh,
All right, somebody's yelling for me. I'll be right back.
All right. The Natas will not be the holder of the item which you are all about to receive. Perhaps Margie, more appropriately, will. As you approach the witches, mother of the clan, Zyma Frostheart, holds out her palm. Within it is a stone. Etched on that stone are sigils, very small, but very intricately and intentfully carved. Resting atop it, though not touching it, is a small, almost the size of a nail but without a head, piece of metal. Zyma offers this to you, Margie, and says, "Are you ready for the journey ahead?"
We think so.
Then take this. You will need it.
Does this like get us through the portal?
No, that much you can do so long as your friend from the Hells here can say the right words. This will get you through. Once you arrive, I have already encanted this stone with a directional destination. Infuse it with the power of one of your cantrips, and the metal rod will point like a compass in the direction of the exit portal which you seek. Additionally, once you reach that portal, if you attune this stone to it, we may be able to synchronize the planar gate behind us and your destination. So you might use it as a via point,
Ooh.
so not to have to traverse the Hells again.
Okay, I think I can remember all that.
So while this conversation is happening, I'm actively kind of gaining my bearings as to where I am for future reference.
Perfect. And so I'm going to add to you a planar sigil stone, we'll call it. And you will have this compass in hand, Margie. Zyma will step out of the way and say, "Your path is open ahead of you." Gesturing towards...
Margie will also say like a thing like where she like I think she'll bring up the fact that she helped everyone escape through like the dream thing and give Zyma a wink. Like I feel like compared to Zyma, it's probably a very basic thing to do, but Margie secretly thinks that her and Zyma are now like somehow on the same page, like power wise, where she's like, "Oh, I totally saved all these people like through dreaming, which you taught me, but now we're the same like as far as witches go."
Zyma's stoic expression on one side curves into a gleeful smirk. He says, "Good job." So,
All right,
make your
I'll
way
walk
towards
down.
the
I'll
portal.
wait for the
You're
rest
ready.
of the group. Yeah.
Bring the toss to right here.
Oh my god.
As you're approaching, and Aaron, shall I presume that you are right behind Rhiannon here?
Yep.
A young girl hops a small fence to approach your group. Rushing right up to the two of you, says, "Hi, you're new. What are your names?
Man, you are very, very awake. And that's Aaron.
Hi, Rhiannon and Aaron. Want to play a game?
Kind of going. What kind of game?
It won't take long.
I'm just
They have
looking at
They have time
Vergent.
for a game.
She pulls a knife out of her side that you had not noticed stowed away and throws
What
it up
kind
in the
of
air
game?
and then starts spinning around her hand. Says, "It's fun. Here, get ready." And I need both of you to make charisma saving throws.
Oh my god. There. Oh, yep. That is, yep.
Ah, this is fun. As you watch as her hand makes tiny little incantations. Very subtle, but very distinct, with a level of precision that you would not expect of someone of this age. This is advanced magic that she's casting. As she gleefully dances around you, you can see Zyma roll her eyes if you're looking. And now I need you both to make wisdom saving throws.
What?
Okay.
I enjoy how they were exactly reversed.
She spins the knife in her hands and then holds up single fingers and says, "Scores 1 and 1." And then continues laughing. And I'm going to need you both to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh god. Cool. Should be good at intelligence. I really shouldn't.
Let me consult this here. As it stands, we are looking at... Oh, that's a fail on the 15. So she now focuses her gaze on you, Aaron, and says, "Oh, this could be fun!" And then says, 3 out of 3, and 3 we go again, and restarts the incantation. At which point, I'm going to need charisma saves again.
Oh my god.
Yay! She says as she pulls the knife back, and Aaron, you find yourself unable to respond as she plunges it into you.
What the hell?
Granted, you feel no sensation of a blade in your side, but you watch as she then places her other hand where the blade was, and you feel your whole perspective shifting as pulled out and tossed to her side is your soul. She goes, "Hey, you're looking at yourself." Hey.
I look back at the lady with the wolf, just like, help me!
Another figure will make their way over, a strange fey-looking woman who will say, "Child, we promised not to play more games with people's souls." And like a chaperone, she grasps your soul, Aaron, and curtly puts it back into your body, allowing you to breathe freely again. And girl says, "Sorry, that was fun," and then dances and jumps, gleefully prancing away from you.
I don't like it here.
Happened?
The other woman now sort of pats off your shoulders, says, you're okay. So don't worry about it. There's no residual effects. These other 4 have had this done to them, and they're fine. Now we're going to have a talk." She pursues the young girl.
Let's spend as little time here as possible.
Okay.
We are going to take a little bit of an early break, as I certainly hope
All right.
that all with Chris as well, and we can resume promptly once our break is concluded. I will see you all in 10 minutes. let us continue. Ahead is the planar portal. Behind is the Valley of Rain. For some of you, place of some safety, which is most of what you have known for your time on this journey, for the time that your tale in Cadlia has been written. Ahead is the way to the future, to what is next. Are you ready to depart?
Or
Well,
Shall ever be.
Yeah.
Anybody want to go first?
You obviously.
wait, didn't she say that he had to say like some words to make it work?
Saima
or
will
something?
step over and say, Natas, you know the language of your home. Speak its words, and trace your hand through the air, alike me. The portal will adapt.
Okay. I guess I'll say in abyssal. Home.
Infernal.
Infernal, sorry. I always get it mixed up.
All good.
Say
You'll
in
say
infernal.
home. And whilst repeating her gestures, the gateway fluctuates. You can see this curtain of purple now has a beating heart of crimson red with pulses of fiery orange around it. Zyman will nod, step back, and say, fair travels to you.
It's gonna nod and just quickly dive in.
Toss steps through the portal. Who's next?
I guess we're doing this. Just rip off the bandage. Run through.
Rhiannon passes through. Erin passes through.
Margie will go through last.
And your perspectives shift as a hue of orange surrounds the destination where you arrive. Within the wastelands of the first hell. As the curtain of magic which brought you here fades, ahead are orange sands, bones of long-dead creatures. A terrible wasteland, as far as the eye can see. But that is not all the eye can see. Angry clouds of an orange hue in a black sky. Volcanoes, bursts of lava on the mountainsides adjacent to your vision. Natas, you know this place. This is Avernus. This is not where had been your home, but it is one layer away from it.
So we're not where we were supposed to go. Slight setback. Slight.
Well, at least there aren't as many stairs.
Just gonna get down one floor. That's it.
Oh no, are there stairs here?
No, you kind of just fall.
Oh,
It's terrifying,
Me.
but intriguing.
that's horrifying, but you saw how many stairs we had to deal with. A
Yeah.
little bit better.
Guess we'll just try to get the lay of the land.
Make a perception check for me, Natas.
Take a good that good old brimstone.
Do you have advantage?
No. 16.
Right. Looking through sky, you see no sights which would significantly denote your position. Granted, you aren't incredibly familiar with this place. You've been here in passing, but it wasn't one of the locations where you spent an extensive amount of time. Those devils which rule here rule primarily from places on high, and the ground itself is more of a battlefield. Roll a history check for me, Chris.
You say history?
I did say history. You don't know
Se-
what I'm
7.
asking about.
I'm confused.
So dumb. It's fine.
Right.
I will relay that information to the party. I have no idea where we are, and
Okay.
yeah, this entire plane is a battlefield, so we should get moving.
Okay, move to where though? Like how
We
do you-
are on a path, so we will venture forward until more options become available.
Okay.
Margie will pull out her compass that Zyma gave her to her.
Oh,
See if that gives any direction.
Didn't
What
you
was that
cast a
face,
cantrip
Chris?
at Didn't she say you had to cast a cantrip at it? The rock?
That's right.
I'll cast Druidcraft on it.
Okay. As you do so, the metallic limb sort of resonates, absorbing the magic of your cantrip with a soft green glow from the natural magic. As it does so, it spins, pointing sharply in a north by northeast direction.
Okay. I'll show the rest of the group, kind of
Start.
let everyone know on where we want to try and head.
Great, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. As you begin walking, Natas, with your perception check, I am going to clue you into the fact that you see, amongst the swirling embers, the fog clouds and ash emanations, and specks of flapping wings, creatures, many imps, some foul wildlife. There is one form in the sky that appears larger than the rest. A great wingspan, a black hue against the orange sky. And it slowly seems to be circling down towards your position.
Oh. Do I say something? I think I'll just be like, "Hey, Margie,
Yeah.
don't look." But I don't know, 11 o'clock. There's a big old pile of devils flying towards us, and
Okay.
there's a big one in there. So we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah. Let's try and go fast then, everyone.
Cool.
Yeah, let's
Alright.
Gonna looks at the two people, and he's just like, just be ready to blow stuff up. You're allowed to do that here.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So continue forward at will. Follow the path as you would see fit to. Are there any spells of preparation of any kind which any of you wish to cast now?
Rage.
Good.
You know what? Just in case, I have this here. Just kind of have it primed, ready in my legs.
Jump. Okay. It's an interesting one. Nothing wrong with that good jump.
Yeah, you never know when lava is afoot.
There does like this place is rather open, correct?
It is, though there
Okay.
are mountainous ridges that cut through the wasteland that will force your path to shift.
Okay. No. I was actually looking for cover, not.
Oh,
I just want to make sure.
You'll find none of that
No.
here.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Then I will not cast what I pondered casting.
Toss is just gonna check out these big old bones.
Yep.
These are bones, I'm assuming, right?
They are the bones of some great fell creature that died a long ago.
Damn, this thing was huge.
This is a rib cage.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna keep walking.
At this time, that figure in the sky becomes visible to you all.
Oh, bugger all.
Its wingspan is great. Its tail almost as great. Its curved horns facing forwards towards you, as terrifying as the glowing green eyes which point themselves out against the bright sky.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Great dragon descends towards you. Flying fast now, overhead, and then circling around past you again.
Be cool.
Coming in now before it lands. Boom. Here, before you. And looks down towards you. As it opens its mouth, words spill forth. It says, "Little creatures, what are you doing wandering the wastes of Avernus? And what toll might you pay me to continue those wanderings?"
Just look at Natas.
Oh, it's a toss.
I think Natas is gonna walk right up to this guy.
Natas says that. Rhiannon's gonna just scooch back.
I immediately regret my decision.
Our business is our own here, and we report to your betters. Step aside.
Oh, shit.
And I say this in Draconic, like fluent.
Alright, you're gonna roll an intimidation check. But you've got no promises of the difficulty class.
Oh boy.
-1. Yet.
Also, this is great.
13!
Big number.
Could have been worse.
The dragon opens its mouth, and as best as you can tell is a grin, and it lifts one of its great claws and moves it towards you to knock you back with a flick of its finger, as it were. Make a strength saving throw if you would like to resist being pushed back like a child.
18.
Alright, let's contest that. $19.
Ah!
Oh.
As
Wait,
Natas is...
Wait, I raged.
Uh-huh.
when he landed, which means I could reroll one saving throw. Damn it!
Natas
Okay,
is
he pushed
pushed
me over.
back and onto the ground, falling prone like a child pushed over by the schoolyard bully. As this dragon says, "My betters are the great lords of this realm, and you have gall to infer that they might favor you more than one of my veterans see. I speak then to the other 3 of you. You must each pay double if you wish this one not to be consumed as my next dinner."
I'm looking at the dragon, but I'm offering a hand to Natas to help him up. And what could we offer you? That double of what?
Oh, that is not a question that I have the challenge of answering. All I need to do is approve of what is offered. Show me something I like, or I will show you my innards.
Oh, it's a good threat.
I just look at Margie really confused because I don't have things.
In this time,
I was gonna say Margie also does not have much in the way of things.
so in this time, I will add in for you the effects of the hells upon your persons, as you've now been here for a good several minutes. Rhiannon, you are, as it stands, detached from all that you understand as nature. And in nature's absence, you have -4 to all skill checks.
-4? Oh, jeez.
Natas, you watch as the deterioration begins. Your skin begins to crackle in spots where its gray color shifts closer to the consistency of the stone that it threatens to become. You have -4 to all of your saving throws going forward. Aaron, on the plane wherein mightiest of dragons dwell, your draconic bloodline bubbles, whilst on Avernus, you have +4 to your charisma. And Mark, I need you to roll me a d4.
Oh, no.
Oh boy! All right,
50-50.
my favorite dice to roll.
You don't
Real
feel
good
any,
or real bad, I guess.
You don't feel any significant effects.
Weird. Okay.
Cool.
So now we return to the task at hand. Payment. This dragon demands it. It has conversed with Natas and found him and his lack of offer unsuitable. Who next, or as a party, care you to interact with this creature? Everyone be looking at each other like, not me.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
And I'm also looking at my character sheet where I'm like, what are the things that I can dump what I don't really care about versus what do I actually think has value?
I start fumbling with the clasp of my cloak, the one that I got in the tower for being a super student.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the dragon. Look, I don't have things. The only thing I have to offer is this. And I hold up the cloak.
surges
It does add
forward
protection.
with surprising speed and with dexterity, grasps on a single claw that cloak from your hand. The cloak not, in fact, breaking with the tremendous force of this dragon's claw, the size of a short sword's blade. But as it snatches the cloak and brings it to its face, it extends a terrifyingly long and slender tongue, which it uses to lick the cloak. It inhales and says, "There is magic here.
Yeah.
For you," he points at you, Rhiannon, "payment has been rendered, and passage is allowed."
Thanks. Hey, I'm gonna stay with these guys until we're ready to go. But thank you.
Move when you like. If I melt them and you are still standing there, I shed no tears.
That's fair.
Who is next?
Margie's gonna unclasp one of the charms that hangs around her neck, and she'll say, "It isn't much, but it has kept me alive in the past, and that alone is a big payment to give to you." And she's going to offer up her amulet of negation.
As it squints its eyes to see the object, it extends out one of its claws till it is just before you, holding it out so as you might drape the amulet across it. Will you?
And she'll lay it like in the claws.
All right. Hung by that lanyard that had been around your neck, around the tip of this dragon's claw, it brings it up right before its eye and gazes upon it. Says, "You are right. For as simple as this item is, the imbuance of fate that has been the times your life has not tread these parts increases this thing's value. You and your double share are paid." As it whisks away the item.
Oh, okay.
It looks down towards you, Aaron, to say, "Now, one of your friends has paid for themselves. One of them has paid for themselves and their double share, which leaves you and two. You must pay twice for Natas," it doesn't know his name, "for the gray one, and once for yourself. What of grand value have you to offer, little one?"
And Erin's gonna take out the little bit of Vergent crystal powder that she hung onto and the diamond that was given by her friend.
As it glances at the perhaps meager offering in your hand, you feel once again the power of this place as is related to your blood, Aaron, and it boils again, and you watch one of the veins in your arm pop, and a bit of blood spills out onto your wrist. That to which the dragon's eyes go quickly too. And it moves forwards, stomping over the rest of you, its stomach directly over, and its head comes right down to you, Aaron. Its great nose, sniffing, says, "Oh, fascinating. A pure lineage amongst so much corruption. It will be more humorous to allow you to live and allow our cousins to fight for you." Your shares are paid, as are your friends. Go onwards. I shall enjoy watching what comes in the future. And the great worm flaps its enormous wings, the force of them nearly knocking you all onto your backs just from it. And it lifts off, flapping and flying away to depart in a direction which it came. And it leaves your sight.
Well, that went well.
I don't
Quiet,
think I was
Natas.
breathing that whole time.
Sick.
I think Natasha's still laying on the ground. He's like, you come here for the experience.
I'm still offering you a hand, by the way.
He's
I
kinda like-
haven't really moved.
He's just like, I just got so fucking disrespected. Oh. He'll get up. Like, thank you.
Okay. Let's get out of here. We need to go that way. Just point in the general direction that we were supposed to be going and just go. Also, Aaron, how did you
Yeah, let's
explode
keep
a little?
moving.
I don't know.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
This place is strange. Strange things are happening, and I don't know why.
Anybody else feel just
It feels like I'm dying, so let's hurry up.
okay, let's go. I didn't realize how much I needed outside, but I need outside and not this outside. Real outside. This is bad outside.
This doesn't count.
No, this is bad outside.
You continue your way across the terrible plains of the first layer of hell. The heat begins to affect you now. Not in a way discernible to your ability to do battle or to survive, but simply in comfort, where there is immense discomfort in the layers, the waves of overwhelming warmth that blow through you. And this becomes even worse as your path leads towards lava fields. To the right, to the left, and ahead, as well as you can see, there is no going around, there is only through. So it is here
Where are we supposed to be going?
it is again north.
Yeah, we just have to go this way. Watch out for the lava.
As you continue forwards, I would like to ask you each to make perception checks.
So that's at a -4, right? Right.
I already have applied that negative to your character sheet, as I have for the
Okay,
alterations to all three of you who are traditionally affected.
Okay, cool. That's actually not terrible. Yay.
18 and a 23. Natas, you perceive tremoring in the ground, rumbling. The plains of this place, the wasteland royal, there are elements of elevation, which means that you cannot see infinitely. This is no country plain. And then you realize this tremoring, it's like a storm. It's like a many footfalls. You can see almost the hue of a cloud of dust to the south. Rhiannon, to the north, you can hear dissonant edges of shrieks, screeches. They sound to you akin to birdsong, but twisted, ugly in their nature. And ahead, amongst that orange hue of a skyline, you believe you can see almost the movement of some winged folk approaching from the north.
All right, so Natas sees something coming at us from the south. I relay back to everybody what I can see / hear.
And you have chosen a bridging section where you might continue forward, but this time there is no way to the east or to the west. The only choice, as storms approach from north and from south, is where you will stand amongst this lava field when they arrive.
Move more to the north.
I think we just get over here
Okay.
and spread out.
Okay, I'll go stand over here. If we need to, I know you can fly a little bit, Natas. I can probably carry these two, as a giant eagle if we need to really peace out of here.
All right. The rumbling that you heard, Natas, becomes more intense. You begin to see dozens of shapes. Some look like black ants. Some look like red or orange goats rushing across the hills, rising and falling, approaching the lava fields. They are coming. They will be here soon.
Just ready your rage. That's all I can do.
I'm gonna cast
I'm
my
just
armor
afraid.
so I have something.
Does that ring any bells to me? Goats and giant ants?
Make a Arcana check.
I'm really good at those.
Oh yeah, real professional here.
Hey, I'm just
Ew.
real
Nope.
owl.
Nope.
Everything.
You know, it's probably not good, but nah, there's a little more than
We
that.
got goats
I can
coming.
do. Is this the final place which you wish to be at as the winged flock and a couple of what you would almost call golden beetles come rushing from the north towards your position?
North. Just gonna.
Yeah, I'm okay there. I'm gonna recast jump. I can cast that at will, so
Yeah.
just have that on me for a minute.
I'm just gonna kind of move a little. The things that are in the ground, they're coming from the north. They're going south, right?
The things
They're gonna be on.
The things which you heard, which are grounded, Natas, are coming from south.
Okay.
These are the things that are coming from that I saw. Okay. Yeah. I feel like we're just like running back and forth. It's like,
Yep.
here.
I want to
here.
fight the golden ants. All right. I don't want to fight the other thing. Or golden
I feel
beetles.
weird
Or red
feeling
beetles. I forget what color.
gonna
The
have
beetle
to
thing.
deal with
That's what
all
I'm fighting.
But I should note that these visual approximations were based upon distance.
Oh no.
And now, as they come closer, you can see mutated humanoid shapes as a
Oh,
great
God.
swarm of foes comes.
Okay.
Facing you down, Natas, is a horrendous bipedal creature, which from your time understanding demons, you can recognize. Because the big, most fearsome ones were the ones that you noticed. And that is a Goristro. Beside it are many other smaller creatures of the abyss. And then there is that which comes from the north. On a swarm of flapping wings, denizens of the hells. You can see devils have come. The running golden beetles? Well, you are familiar with them, Natas, for they are the Merrigan, the guard of the hells. Soldiers, halberds in hand. Winged horned demons fly above them, one landing. Imps fly alongside them. Roll initiative.
Margie has a brief moment where she's like, why did I not take the wagon or the boat that everyone else was taking?
We're gonna get there in like 20 minutes, all right? And you're gonna be like, oh, this is actually kind of worth it.
Margie?
The last time that I try and like steal like a little sneak peek at some drama that I hope to receive here.
Margie, roll me a d4.
Yeah.
No effect.
All right.
If you roll a 1 every time he asks you to roll a d4, I'm gonna be pissed.
Same. Same.
11 count for both. Interesting. All right, Natas, you are the first to act. Are you going to face down the charging bull or step out of its way? As at a quick glance, whilst you are in its path, and this terrifying creature is definitely stomping towards you, you watch as its gaze rises to meet a devil across the field from it, shifting its direction towards it. Note, some of these smaller creatures see the closest thing within reach, and they're making a dash towards you. What are you going to do?
I think I'm gonna use the second while his distraction is towards the horned devils to just get an axe right under that chin.
You're going for the big guy?
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. I just made bad decisions all day. I'm gonna make the worst one, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, did I get my rage off before combat started?
Sure.
Nice. All right. Let's hope for a crit. Just gonna do regular attacks, reckless. Oh.
Neither
It's
attack
15.
will hit.
All right. Well, that's my turn, I guess. I shave his beard.
Okay, are you moving into melee range of him, or are you waiting for him to come?
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, and that's your turn, Natas?
That's all I got.
Margie, what you got?
I mean, I'm gonna follow Natas's lead at least for right now. I'm probably gonna scoot back a little bit here and throw my eye over the shoulder at these devils. But I'll shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at this big boy.
Okay.
Oh, I might have hit it 3 times by accident.
So we'll take the first 2, which is a 10 and a 9.
That's terrible.
One
yeah.
of them just completely flies errant, and the
Yeah.
other glances its fur and almost dissipates as it touches it. This creature is powerful and has a powerful aura to it, and it's likely that that blast of Eldritch Force simply could not penetrate it. Anything else in your turn, Marjorie?
No, she just kind of buckles and gets ready to potentially run at some point, but where, I don't know.
What are you doing?
Crying? 60 foot. Oh, okay, cool. So call lightning has a 60-foot radius.
We're gonna call it a lightning.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm just gonna get that, going overhead. I'm gonna actually put it so that the center is closer to here, to like here-ish.
Okay, got it.
They're all in the radius, basically. And so the first lightning bolt is gonna go here, so that I can get that guy, and yeah, these 2 little dudes.
Got it. Okie dokie. All right then. That's going to be dex saves for 1, 2, and is it 2 of them, or can you get 3? What is the size?
I can get. It's within 5 feet of the strike that anybody within 5 feet of the strike.
So you're getting 2. So let's get these 2 guys here.
Yeah.
And they're both going to fail.
Yeah.
So these little dudes are going to take 19 points of lightning,
Makes me happy.
and then the big boy
And I'm
will
gonna
save, taking 9 points.
What a jerk!
Okay.
And I'm just gonna skedaddle back a bit.
The lightning strikes, and this creature seems unopposed by it. Though the smaller ones certainly look towards the druid, which is holding her hands overhead. That's your turn. That brings us to the turns of the devils and the demons. First and foremost, our foes to the north. Moving forward are they? Orange devil can move to here. The Marigans rushing behind it to aid its leader in this conquest. These devils flying ever closer at hand. And the other forces all rushing forwards to join in. Casted now by a pair of succubi are beams or small torchlights which fly forth to strike at the demons. And as these connect, they blossom and bloom into two great fireballs. Natas, please make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh.
Dex save, Natas, at advantage. That is a 13. That is a fail, so you take 21 points of fire damage, which I believe you are resistant to.
Yeah.
And then let's roll for the babaos. All right, there's a success there for the 10 points. And then 2 fails on the buddies that you'd already been beaten up on for 21 points of fire damage. The Garistro itself taking the full 21. But the Garistro is resistant. The demons now act. Natas, here is a 32 to hit you as this Garistro steps atop you as it rushes forwards. That will hit and knock you prone. You can make a opportunity attack at disadvantage if you would like it.
I don't think I could pass it even if I... Well, barely. Yeah, I'll do one at a disadvantage.
Okay. And this Garistro will leap across the river of lava with a boom as it crashes its hooves down near the center, rushing with its horns out towards the devils. The Babao will continue forwards. These on a trajectory towards the party at large. These two to close distance with Natas. And this rest trying to make their way forward to follow after their leader. The other Garistro also leaping across the river. That is our enemy's turn. Aaron, what would you like to do?
To
be clear, you have full green light to drop a fireball on my head.
Problem is, we are in a place of lava and fire. The enemies might be immune or resistant.
I'm just
I would
saying.
note this. I would note this. You have observed that the creatures around Natas have already been hit by a fireball. Roll me an Arcana check to discern impact. You can't tell for certain. They seemed singed by it.
All right, then.
That is enough to say they are not immune.
All right, we'll throw a shatter at them then.
Okay. And where are you centering that? Is Natas in it?
That will hurt.
No.
Okay.
Shatter's different story.
Okay, and Shatter is a... what is the size of it? It's a 10-foot sphere, it looks like it says here.
Yeah.
Let's try and use our fancy little ruler to say what is a 10-foot sphere. Is a something like this, so you can.
I believe it's like
something like
this.
that. Yeah. So we can get those 5, shall we say?
Yep.
Con save. Okay. Some good rolls, unfortunately. Save, taking... It looks like the total damage is 20, so 10. Fail, taking 20. Save, taking 10. The one next to Natas saves, taking 10. The one to the right fails, taking 20. All right. There is a clap of thunder here, which affects these creatures. They seem frustrated by the affliction, but continue moving forwards. Anything else you'd like to do, Aaron?
Nope.
That is you, Natas. You're up. What do you got?
All right. How far away are these guys? Oh. 5 feet has... Oh, I can't even get that close. I will stand up, so I lose half my movement. Correct? That's the rule?
Yep.
So I have 20 feet left to move. Okay, I can get to right there. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Taking 2
So I'm gonna
attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll take 2. Miss on the first one? No, it's a hit. They're both
Shall
hits.
we say that on their first turn, your Babao enemies were dashing from their arrival to make contact with you. They didn't strike at you. That won't be the same going forwards.
Okay. And I am going to cast my cool. Damn. All right, I'm gonna get myself, the whole crew, the Myrmidon I'm pointing at.
Okay.
The Myrmidon I'm pointing at,
Okay.
and that's it. We all get advantage on our attack rolls.
Oh, you are siding with the devils.
Yes.
Very nice.
They're my blood.
Okay.
They get advantage on all their attack rolls and all their saving throws until my next turn.
Okay.
Free advantage.
Awesome.
Take that as you see fit.
Which feature is this?
This is my thing that I have not added onto my thing yet, but it is my
Alright.
Zealot Presence. I channel divine powers, and as a bonus action, unleash a battle cry infused with divine energy. Infernal.
So
Up
that's a
to 10
bonus
creatures-
action, and you've moved,
Yep.
so you still have attacks, right?
Yeah, I'm going to actually... You know what, Jake Henry, that's a good point. I'm going to use a dash.
Okay.
And take 2 more opportunity attacks so I can get the other Myrmidon.
Okay, you want to jump over there?
I can fly. The wings are out. Sorry. Context.
All good.
And that's my turn.
Margie, you are up. You have advantage
Is
on
it-
any attack rolls.
Obvious that Natas decided to side with the devils just so that we
Sure,
know.
I'll say that he cast
Yeah.
some flaming
Okay.
sphere into the air that split out, and you feel infused by its strength, and you see that the devil alongside you is as well.
Okay.
Archie, what are you going to do?
Will, let's see, I'll step aside Aaron here, and I'll start firing out at some of these smaller demons. I'll start here.
Okay.
Sure I do. All right.
15 just misses. 17 will hit for 12 on this target.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's, I think that's all I could do.
Staying there or moving?
I'll stay here. I'll cast as a bonus action, I can cast Shillelagh as a bonus action when
That's right.
because it's 2 cantrips. Yes. Okay. I'll do that just in case when they get up close.
Rhiannon, you're up.
All right. So I kind of misread. So I can't really hit anything over there. But that's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
Because we're gonna call lightning right there to get these two. Because I don't like them.
Should note that this Babao is bloodied. None of the rest are.
Okay, that's fine. I just, like I said, I just want to.
Both fail, taking 18
Good.
points of lightning damage.
Okay. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to double check something really fast. Bonus action, spirit. Trying to, yeah. So I am going to summon my bear spirit.
Bear spirit.
And because it's a ethereal thing. It's just gonna hang out right in the middle, so that I can get Natasha and oh, here we go. Corporeal 30-foot aura. So yeah, because I want to make sure that okay, good and good. Yeah, 30-foot radius. Okay, so cool. That means that everybody gets a plus a lot. Yeah, everybody's gonna get 15 temporary hit points.
Very good.
Nice.
You will also have oh, this one doesn't matter. Well, you get advantage on strength checks and saving throws because I know that Natasha's thing is only saving throws, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So now you have advantage on any strength checks if something tries to knock you over or grapple you. I'm done now.
Okay. Bear spirit summoned, lightning called. The devils will act. This horned devil, looking towards those before it, who've just been branded by infernal power by Natas. And its gaze shifts to the demons as it flies forth, thrusting out its fork, striking once and bloodying one of
Advantage.
these creatures. It has advantage, so it has twice. And then does its tail whip around, killing this Babao, impaling, in fact, that demon on its pointed tail. And as it flicks the tail back, the demon's corpse slides across the ground, its gore splattering at your feet. These other devils move to engage the Great Goristro, stabbing it with their massive forks as the Maragon Legion rushes forth. As they move ahead, their halberds move out in unison. They are a trained and unified force as they strike against the demons from the abyss. In this time, the other devils can be seen flying forth. But then come your foes, the demons. Most see the greater enemy at hand. These Babao leaping across. Natas, you are encircled. These others focusing on the devils. As they call on foul magics to aid their ways. This Babao is going to make a dash towards you, Margie, and is going to strike out at you with its claws. 14 and 25 to hit.
Both of those will hit. I'm going to use my Missy Escape.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to use it on the first attack. I don't know if the second attack will still hit then.
It will not.
It will not, yeah. So I'm going to take that and I'll poof across to the other side and remain invisible there.
Okay. And then that is the relevant turns besides the attacks on Natas. So Natas, here it comes. 6 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The 16 hit. The 20 hits for 6. 14 misses. 13 misses. 18 misses for 2.
18 misses?
Oh, sorry. I meant to say 18 hits. Sorry. Minus 6 and minus 5. Boom. All right. Almost bloodied.
All right then. Aaron,
1 point
you are up.
bloodied.
What are you going to do?
We're going to shocking grasp that one that's right next to me.
Lovely. 20 will hit for 14. The creature gives a as it is struck. What is next? Or Natas. Unless there's anything else you have, Aaron?
Is shoving a bonus action?
It's called a bonus action.
Oh, do it.
All right, yeah.
It can't hurt. You just gotta try.
I think we're hoping it does hurt the little thing.
I believe that's an athletics check or strength check,
Yes,
something like
athletics check is right.
That's what you have. You have an advantage on that. It's a strength check.
that. I guess I could try for a...
Yeah,
Crit.
you have advantage on it because you're standing near the bear.
18 will do it. Would you like to position yourself to send him somewhere that one
into
doesn't
the
want to
lava.
be? Yeah, so that'd be here. And then you give him the good old shoulder throw, and that will knock his momentum. He's not expecting a small humanoid to put up this kind of an athletic fight, and he is knocked backwards as he stumbles into the lava. Let's roll, let's be fun here. Yeah, let's incinerate his ass. 37 points. And with that, there's nothing left of this Babao as it melts entirely.
Baldur's Gate 3 taught me something.
We love it. Now, Natas, as you begin to raise your axe, out of the corner of your eye, you see the visage of a greater winged creature than the others that are on this battlefield. It is a visage which you recognize as the great form of Chimeron emerges on the battlefield, flying in your direction. What, if anything, are you going to do on your turn before he acts?
I think he's just gonna start laughing, like maniacally.
All right. Fair enough. So I take that as a laughing maniacally and waiting and watching.
Yeah. Oh, do I go before?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just gotta, show what I've been doing in my free time.
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna do Reckless, Great Weapon Master. I'm doing it all. Did any one of them look injured at all? Any cuts, scrapes, or burns?
Yeah, they're beat up a little bit, but nothing significant.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for gold.
We'll go for the guy on the
advantage.
right. He's the most hurt. Crit. 27 points.
Okay.
Bloody.
Still up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. A bonus action. I'm gonna do a regular attack
Okay.
for my Great Weapon Master. I should have
20
not done that.
points.
Okay. Is he still up?
Yep.
All right. Screw it.
And that
19 hit?
will finish the creature off. How would you like to kill it?
Oh. I think it's like one awesome swing into its chest, and he's like, ha! And then the creature's still moving. He's like, what the fuck? Rips it out, goes again. It's still moving, and he's like,
And with that, down it falls. Another demon sent back to the abyss. And with that, Natas's turn is over. And the creature which flies overhead will act. As it soars over the battlefield, it moves its great clawed hands, tendrils flowing from them, as 4 massive walls of fire manifest. It then pushes these walls away from it, and using those walls, it pushes like water your foes. They are launched away. Some weak amongst them are incinerated by this action. And for all intents and purposes, this battle is won. The devils move past, following the command of a creature which can them order. As it flies overhead, those demons which remain are pursued, but the great creature flies towards all of you. Landing here amongst you, as its shape, as we exit initiative, shifts, roiling with fire and shadow as it takes on a smaller, much more meager form of an elderly bearded man which stands before you all and bows politely as the devils carry on. Says, "Greetings, my friends. I am happy to be at the service of those who would know my son. Are you they?"
I just look at Natas.
Natasha's got his ass kicked, so he's probably like keeled over, panting and
Nope.
smoking.
I just look at. I think so.
Been resistant to that fire damage. Let's say, Natas, you took... oh, that's not too bad. 17 fire damage from the first hit of Fire Wave.
Yeah. Necessary evil.
Get over here. I can fix that.
This bearded man will say, "Natas, would you care to introduce these fine people to me?"
Yep. He's gonna like stand up, and I think like his wings are all like destroyed. He's gonna wobble his way on over. Oh, that's hard. This is a new addition to this group. Met them very recently. Pulling up the character journal. You have Aaron Sunsong from a my head's hurting. From a draconic bloodline. We had a druid captured in a tower for a very long time.
I
That's
have
Margie.
a name.
Right.
And that's Margie, and since Margie's invisible, you point not where Margie is.
Yeah, Natas is just concussed. It's
Yeah.
like,
Margie jumps across and then materializes like nowhere near where he's pointing.
Realizing Natas is having issues, Rhiannon just comes over and starts poking him in the shoulder, casting Cure Wounds.
The man will say, "And you may call me by several names. In terror, I am Chimeron. In friendship,
14 Natas.
I am advocate. In family, I am father. What is important is that I hold some sway over these lands, and you need allies such as me if you are to survive, if you are not to perish in your time here. Tell me, what can I do for you, so as fortune has found your interests aligned with mine.
Well, we need to get to the second layer of hell.
Home.
Home.
Good, you certainly would have struggled to do that without my help. And
I knew you'd come
beyond,
eventually.
beyond, what is next?
Well, there was a portal to Vergent City that was closed a little while ago, and we're hoping that we can locate it.
Portal
Get it
to
back
Vergent
open.
City has not been open in at least 100 years.
We have some friends there.
You
We're
will need
hoping.
them. That is the destination for you all. Tell me, son, what brings you back to this place as he places his hands upon your skin, funneling hellish energy into it, and you can feel that affliction seeding, falls back just a little bit. Your negative to roll is reduced by -2 while you are within a short rest of your father.
He's there.
He? Oh. He. Well, that speaks to you, and I suppose that you thought that coming back here would be the fastest route. Suitable arrogance for a child of mine. And the rest of you, are you here to settle Natasha's blood debts, or have you other reason to go to Vergent City?
We have our reasons. I think. At least I do. No offense. I haven't known you long enough to settle a blood debt. I'm sorry.
Fair indeed, for already quite well do I know you, as your names are now mine. You are fortunate that my eyes were upon Avernus, Natas. In the time since you have been gone, the demons have forwarded their advances. It seems that after Mephistopheles' fall some 20 years ago, and his reign from Cania over the abyss shattered, their bloodlust for conquest has returned, their desire for simple chaos, and what better than the Order of the Hells to prove a target? No, it is good that I am here. You will tell me more of your lives above. Once we have come to the place that is our home, and he places a hand in a fatherly manner around Natas. But your travel across this plain shall not be on foot anymore. He steps away again, creating the space so that he might take on his great and terrible form. He says, "For I will bear you in my great and horrible claws, as my shadowing wings bring you to the city of Dis." Will you allow him to pick you all up?
Yeah, Natas, take your 14 HP before we forget.
I definitely looked in the toss for the lead. I don't.
Yeah, no, that one. Yeah, but because Rhiannon literally poked you in the shoulder, that is how she casts Cure Wounds, just poke.
Yeah, we're just climbing on Papa, right?
I guess. I guess this is what we're doing.
Or if you fall, he'll catch you.
Right. Okay.
Alright. And Aaron, are you accepting this comforting invitation?
Yeah.
Just look at Aaron. Just, what have we gotten ourselves into?
You know what? It's fine. It's better than being in that tower.
I mean,
Scenery.
you're right.
The scenery, am I right? And like as Natas is saying that, like 30 miles behind him, there's just a volcano exploding.
Oh,
We
Aaron
didn't
is
have
looking
window.
at this volcano with utter fascination and
Yeah,
excitement.
no. Yeah, Rhiannon looks over and goes, well, At least it's not the same brick walls.
Honestly, this outside is kind of nice. I like it here.
Don't you just feel drained and...
The only thing I miss,
Yes,
To
but
be
there's
honest-
lots of fire.
the only thing I miss from above
So
is the stars.
tired.
That's the only thing you're really missing. But we get just about everything down here. Just
Sure
there's no
yet.
sky.
There's lots of fire.
Yeah, a lot.
It should be
Fucking
noted
awesome.
that this conversation is shared over shouts against
Yeah.
the whistling, hellish wind, the waves of warmth that are blasting against your face over and over again, as with whoom, whoom, this devil carries you. Until
I'm sitting right next to a fire
You
in the middle of
approach.
summer.
a great canyon. It descends down to a singular point wherein you can see a crimson red circle, encircled itself by a number of winged figures. Here, Chimeron lands, placing you down calmly and retaking his humanoid form. As you approach the door to Dis, crimson portal that is ahead, tantalizing to the eye. You feel as you look at it, as you fly down towards it, drawn, like your gaze might forever be encapsulated by it. And a great pit fiend stands before it, which immediately disrupts your enthrallment as you are horrified by its alien visage. Father steps forward. He says, "O great gatekeeper, that of which I could name should I choose, I come with my son and those whom shall be considered his equals. We will pass now." The pit fiend gives a "Rah. No payment? No payment is correct. Stand aside and remove your childish complaints from my presence." Pit fiend "Rah," stomps, moves its way to the side, and the advocate turns back and says, "Come, follow me," stepping up to the precipice of this portal.
See, Rhiannon, that's how it's supposed to go. All right. That last guy was just a dickhead. And he goes-
Okay. I'm sorry. I'd heard of pit fiends before. I didn't realize they were actually at pits.
Actually,
I know
kind
it's
of
really that obvious, but yeah.
really misunderstood. People just think they're mindless monsters. He's got a family,
I'm sure.
Wild,
no,
right?
Again, I heard pit fiend. For some reason, I didn't think he would.
They're usually really
in a
good
pit.
dads, surprisingly.
I can see it.
Chimeron turns to you all to say, "All right, this experience will be overwhelming to you. Your senses will feel salted. You will feel overwhelmed by feelings, good and ill, all at once. For you are passing through the great door to Dis. Step forward and do so ahead of me. I shall catch your fall."
Okay.
It really helps if you breathe out of your nose when you go through. Trust me. And then Natasha just goes in.
Go quickly, you rest. I cannot catch those who are too far away from one another.
I just jump in behind him.
All right. Natas and Rhiannon have leapt into the gate to Dis. Aaron and Margie, are you close behind?
Yeah.
Then move
Yep,
so.
she'll follow right behind.
Now, all of your perspectives are overwhelmed. There is nothing but red. It is beyond unpleasant, beyond pleasurable. It is all sensations of good and ill washing over you in a warble of instants, undefinable, infinitely instant, and infinite at once, before you find yourselves plummeting towards a miles below layer of lava, descending through a much more crimson, dark, black, and clouded sky. You feel as if ash is all that you inhale as you descend. And it is moments after that you hear those heavy, thunderous wing beats once again, before a descent, a dive, and Chimeron, one claw by another, grasps all four of you, before his wings glide away again, and he flies towards a seemingly endless and sprawling city of black and red buildings in this new hellscape that you have arrived at, to approach a mountainous spire of stone within which is buried a single, large and homely estate, wherein here you arrive. And as Chimeron lets you down, he shifts once again, taking on, for another time, his humanoid form. As father, as owner of this house. As one is wont to do in such a situation. But he will say, "Welcome to my home. Come in whenever you are ready and have finished taking in the surroundings. Natas, have a good gaze at that," and he points to an object in the sky before he enters the domicile.
What's in the sky?
What you look towards is a massive, flying, hellish machine. It is of the darkest obsidian black as you've ever seen. It emanates crimson gushes of power. Pure energy is exuding from this vessel, it seems. Large as a district of the city it is, its shadow casting itself across swaths of it. And you can see from that fire bits of sparks of light blue energy emanating from this machine. You have read about these in your books, but not since divine wars have they been recorded outside of the 9th layer of hell. This is a hell machine which belongs to Asmodeus, and its presence here foreshadows his coming. And
House
yet,
is like weak in the knees right now. He's just looking off into the sky. He's like,
surprisingly, amongst the visage of horror and terror on this platform, in this place, you feel safe. And for now, the effects of the hells wane from yourselves.
Okay.
I'm going to remove the special modifiers from your sheets.
I just like it also that this has been so orange that my screen has lit my face up bright red.
Pretty cute. All right. So, enter inside your home when you are ready, Natas, and others follow him in as you like.
I'll be in a second.
Always like this here. I hate it here.
Yeah, welcome to hell, quite literally.
Yeah, because, I didn't know all about freaking hell.
I think
Martian.
Natas is just gonna take one last good scenic view of the city, because he's not gonna be able to see it for a long time, and he's just gonna be like, just gonna get going.
You can hear ahead the voice of the advocate, who says, "Quickly prepare, as we've planned. We for once have guests, which seek not to consume pure, rotting flesh and souls. These are mortals. Pardon me. My appetite is no different than it usually can be. Go, go! And you see several imp servants flutter away. One of them had been busy lighting a stone fireplace, which Unitas perhaps requested. A bit of the mortal realms in the decor of this place. As Margie, you look up the stairs. Natas, you are aware that your room is up there, as is your father's, a room which you have never entered and have been bidden never to attempt to enter. As he says, "Come, have a seat. We will dine together." Will you join the devil at his table?
Sure.
Yeah.
I just kind of put myself at the end of the table.
A terrifying dragon's head, black at heart of scales, with curved horns like the one you saw on Avernus, but a green hue, a tinge perhaps inflicted by the acid which it breathes, sits looking down, taxidermy, mouth agape, somewhat lame, somewhat scary. Enough to give young Natas a bit of a fright at times. As you have a seat.
I saw was sitting next to my dad, and Marty's just like, beep. You hear the stool squeaking.
You sit. And father says, "Well, what have you to tell me? What all are your stories? What might a noble of the 9 hells know of you visitors here?"
Well, you kind of saved our lives. Pointing to Aaron.
There is no kind of in the situation which has just passed, as he takes a sip from wine which one of the imps has brought forth, which looks alarmingly the same as blood might. One of the imps brings forwards 4 platters, which look delectable to your eyes, filled with delicacies of bread, of cheese, of finely made meats and vegetables, which are placed before you, a bounty, whatever feast as you may like. You all can take long rest benefits from eating it. And before Chimeron himself is a platter placed, which looks like a steak, normal as would be, but as you see him cut it apart, you can see wafts of soft spectral energy escaping it, which Natas, you know all too well to be the matter of souls. He now consumes. Tell me, for what reasons do the rest of you find your way to Vergent City? What quests are you on?
Well, it's a long story, but I don't really know what quest I'm on right now, but my friends are in the Virgin City, and Natas was going this way, and well, someone had to keep an eye on him, right? She gives him like a little, like, just gonna try and win this guy over a little bit.
Does Natas respond to that goading?
I think he's just smirking. I don't know.
So, the advocate will say to you, Margie, "Well, that is very good. For as I am not there to keep an eye on his recklessness, his bravado, his bluster, his passions, there must be one. Tell me, are you, as the mortals would say, betrothed?"
Dad, no. Stop.
He does not chuckle
No.
as I did.
She chokes on a giant chunk of cheese.
Oh,
Rhiannon
Aaron is
stuffs
just
an
laughing.
Rhiannon stuffs an entire roll in her mouth to try and not laugh.
No, you have not found satisfaction with one another.
You're using all the wrong
Ow.
terminology.
So,
Dinner is really interesting right now.
mortals are not my kind. I know not what you all do.
Dad, I have 2 brothers.
Well, this is a development. Perhaps they will aid
we'll
you
change the subject.
in slaying your birth father.
Yeah, I guess about that.
Yes,
One of them, you would adore him.
indeed.
His name is Tacitus.
Yes.
He kind of reminds me of you, but we're gonna go past that. And then I have another brother, Caspian. He has a problem though.
Interesting. He is done with the conversation and turns towards Aaron and Rhiannon, looking past Margie, and says, "The two of you, you seem closer. What are your stories?"
We, in our own ways, angered the Vergent Empire, and they stuck us in a tower. Really, they don't like magic. Or when you try to stop them from breaking strikes. Anyways.
This is one amongst many reasons that I would never visit such a place, as it would be an exhausting exercise to wage war one against an empire.
Yeah. Well. But thanks to Natas and a few others, we're not there anymore, which is great.
That is good. You seem natural in your proclivities. He gives you the up and down. Says, "Druid?"
Yeah.
"I've eaten a druid before." He turns to Aaron and says, "You, tell me, what is your story?"
Pretty much the same as hers, because we were both locked in that tower.
Interesting. And yet the dried blood which still runs down your arm tells me that something happened to you on Avernus, something that you did not expect.
Yeah, when that dragon showed up, it caused a vein to pop.
Would you like my insight?
Sure.
Then allow me. As he steps, and as respectfully as he could, calmly, one careful motion at a time, takes your arm, the dried blood on it, and scrapes a bit of it into his fingers. Kind of. Gold dragon. Very interesting.
Brass, actually.
Oh, forgive my nose. It becomes confused at times. Fiery all the same. Interesting. Have you known that those of your blood are oft afflicted with a curse, placed upon your forebearers to be spread throughout their lineage, to weaken their abilities to reproduce, and to diminish the whole of their kind, as this is why dragons of metal are rarer than dragons of scale?
I haven't had parents for as long as I can remember.
In your blood is an uncursed, naturally strong nature. Pardon my clumsy words. I am most intrigued by you, as will many that you meet. Be careful, for you yourself are a currency to some.
Good to know.
Well, I hope that this meal has proven filling.
Fantastic, thank you.
Us is just housing food. It's like, this is so good, and you're not gonna eat anything better like this your entire life. Just get.
He reminds me of Bernardo.
Yeah.
Hey, he just doesn't pass up a good meal when it comes. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't get this. Don't get this everywhere.
You are
This is my
welcome
family. We'll
for
make you dinner.
pleasantries I have given you. Natas, need you consult the library? Are there any topics
Hey.
of which you need research?
You know, I was just gonna take a stroll. See what catches my mind.
Go if you wish. I will give you all this for the travel that is ahead, as well as securing you passage to the city proper, as I imagine your destination will be there. And he from his sleeve produces 4 dark gray metallic coins, the crimson inscription upon each, and a hum to them as they are placed upon the table. As he spreads them in the directions of each of you. He says, a coin which houses a soul. These objects are for you. So, they will act as payment when you need it in these hells. They may grant you great things. An item of power. A time with power. Passage where those might be century. These coins, this currency, are had by few, and so only their own souls are there to bargain. With these, you need not make such dire deals immediately. Spend them well. Those who you deal with will know that you possess them. So you may each add to your inventory 1 soul coin. As he stands, he moves across the hall to unlock a door. Yes?
We have a soul coin.
Okay, and the whole druid comment thing, he ate the druid and he said it was way too gamey. He hates it. Okay, he's not gonna do it again.
I mean, as long as like I don't get eaten, I'm okay. I don't know any other druids are here. I mean, I don't know.
Something is of note to you, Natas. The presence that has been in your mind since its awakening in the Valley of Rain. It is absent. It has been since you set foot in the Hells.
Oh.
As you ponder on this, your father makes his way once again towards you, as your skin has begun to harden again like stone, and he places his hands on it again, infusing that foul magic. It stalls the spread of the condition and says, go quickly once you leave. I will be on the balcony to fly you to the edge of where your path begins, but I will go with you no further. Come to me when you are ready.
Margie, come on. Library, now. You guys can come too if you want. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Library.
And like a kid, late at night, he's like, sticks his head on the hallway, sees his dad looking, and scares up the hallway.
The library is over here.
Wow.
Going to a library.
Okay. Somewhere in here are books on Orcus. I was like 12 when I read it. We have half an hour. Start looking.
Split the library into quarters. So we're not all looking at the same shelves.
I think it had a purple cover. and he's just gonna start ripping through books.
Meanwhile, Rhiannon's doing the one shelf, just like looking at all of the spines.
So
Follows the Dewey Decimal System. The
Aaron
cards are over
is
there.
Systematically pulling out any books with a purple or purple-like cover.
That's actually okay.
Excellent.
Even...
You find
Aaron,
several
the smartest of us all.
several encyclopedias with common in their titling, as most of these are in other more rare languages. One which you see is all about the whales of the plains. Another which you see is Secrets of the Succubus Heart. But the others are all in languages you cannot discern. Aside from knowledge on the dead god, is there anything else in this extensive library which any of you would seek?
So I'm going to roll an investigation, and knowing Margie in a library, she has a big goal to help out and find the right books, but she's just going to find the most interesting books that catch her eye. like she wants to help, but if she comes across something that's more interesting to her, she's going to be poring over that and forget what she's doing.
Oh, so Margie is ADHD coded.
Yes.
Rhiannon's gonna try and just looking for, because hoping that Orcus is a name, therefore it's the same in any language, theoretically. But if she happens to see anything that appears to be
he was
noting-
allegedly a demon god.
But if there's anything that
Still ripping through books.
about Vergent crystals, particularly the little critters inside of them.
Rhiannon, your research shows no results.
That's fine.
Aaron, your searchings uncover but those two tomes. If they are of curiosity, you may pull them from the shelves, otherwise you may leave them.
Yeah, anything that looks like it might match, she's gonna pull out and put on the table.
Natas, you find that same book. With the worn corners and frayed edges. A large tome that you pull out of the shelves and can carry over to the table, kicking aside the chess game, which is reset to a beginning position. Your father could fix it later. Margie, just as you're about to come over to the table along with the rest, something catches the corner of your eye. It is a book written in an infernal language. But one word just draws you. Its visage. Something about it. You want to know about that. Do you speak infernal?
I don't know.
Natas does. You could ask him what it means.
Yeah.
But
Natas,
Natas
what's this? This is...
What does it read?
On the intruding princes of the Fae.
Oh. Hey, Margie, you ever heard the saying you're hitting the jackpot? Because it means you win.
Maybe?
You did it. I have a feeling you're going to get lost in this book. You should take it.
While you flip through the pages of this book on Fae Princes, I presume? Or will you wait and take it with you out of this place?
I mean, I'll try and... I think she would try and read as much as she could from, just try to decipher or...
But yet,
just glean what she
it is an
can.
infernal, and therefore that would not be a quick process.
Yeah.
Why don't you
I
add
have an
to,
alternative. I'm just going to ask my dad if we can borrow it.
Why don't you add to your inventory, Margie, on the intruding Fae Princes?
She'll look at Natas and she'll just say, "It's not the first book I've taken."
Yeah,
And
but you're not
just
going to take it from a Lord of the
shove them.
Hells, okay? All right? Remember what I said? Immortal enemies. He's going to go down the hall.
When Toss says that, Rhiannon starts piling the books he threw on the floor. Just she's not sure where they go, so she just makes it neat. It's like, let's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
anger
so
the
look
Lord of the
Everything's at
Hells.
everything's at a 90-degree angle.
It's like, at
Yeah,
least
I can't
neat enough.
alphabetize this, but they're at least
At
yeah
least it's
symmetrical.
neat. His house is really neat and tidy, and I don't want to anger the Lord of Hell.
So, open is flipped. The book on Orcus. Once permission has been granted by Cameron to remove this book from his library on the Fae, you read of the reign of the Demon King, most powerful of the creatures of the abyss for a time. Orcus was a ruler of iron fist, endless cruelty, and endless ambition. And it was that ambition which ultimately brought him his demise. He set his sights on a place known as the Plane of Order, a place where reign the Deva, angels by another name, creatures of good, of righteousness, and as their plane's title should suggest, ordering. And so was, as a flash of light from Natas's forehead, but then from the book as well, consumes you all a vision that takes you and shows you a time of a fall, as the great Demon King emerges into this place of light, of bright, with minions in tow, opposed by the champions of angels. Written and known to you.
Natas's book?
This is Natas's
sorry, go
book, yes.
Okay.
Is the name of the two who led this fight. A champion called Cato Denturel, and his wife, Athena Erini. As they fly forth to face the great Demon King, in the hands of Cato is a long blade of light and a spear of the hells raging with the fire of Mephistopheles. A spear which was plunged into the heart of that great monstrous demon. A blow which caused that heart to shatter and begin to plume into flame. A flame which would engulf this place. A flame which would engulf places beyond this. As is destroyed, Orcus. Now falls the platform on which he stood. Away do fly the Deva. Destroyed are the minions of Orcus. But one thing remains, past the expiration of his form. His skull, with energy in its eyes, falls through the clouds and away from this place. Preserved. Crash elsewhere. And your visions return to their state of normalcy.
Did we just get eaten by a book?
I think just because this has been happening to Natas so
Probably.
much, he's not sure if he's having like a schizophrenic episode. He's like, "Malt." Did we just see a... Anyone else see that?
Yeah, we got eaten by a book. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we all did.
I think it's fine. Yeah.
It's a good book.
So,
Did that skull look at all like the skull staff if we got a glimpse of what that skull looked like falling?
Like the skull staff, no. Though,
Okay.
detail you would have observed as looking for it, and I failed to mention, was that same skull staff was in the hand of Orcus as he perished.
Okay.
And as he perished, it vanished from his hand. Called probably back
Right.
to his fortress. The skull of the fiend, the skull of Orcus, does resemble the visage of that water elemental which you faced down atop the source. It does match the pennants which the cultists which you fought in the valley and in the Mage Tower wore around their necks.
Oh no. Well, but okay.
So?
Yeah, I mean, the cultists were a late addition for us. We didn't. God.
And you guys didn't want to go to hell. Look at all the things we found out.
Okay, I still don't like it here. I still feel weird.
Technically speaking, I don't think anybody does, but, you know, necessity.
Yeah, I guess. Weird here.
And Natasha's just like burning this book into his brain, just trying to remember all the details.
I feel like this.
Oh, don't worry.
brain might
They're
be
burned in there already.
again. Be careful, the book apparently eats people.
All right.
Okay.
Is there
Alright.
anything
But-
else here which you wish to do? Or parting to wander the streets of the city? This.
Wandering,
think
perhaps
so.
like with a little more purpose than a wander around the city.
Squandering.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't know what that word
wandering
means. It just sounded appropriate.
Wandering just implies you don't have a purpose, and I have a purpose, so get the hell out of here. Wait, it's in hell. Okay, I guess.
I know a good coffee lounge.
Wait, there's a coffee lounge in hell?
Ah, you see what I'm talking about? The best Arabica this side of the hills. The best Arabica this side of the river Styx. Let me tell you.
I mean, I've definitely known
It's on the
people
table
who
while we're here. That's all I'm saying.
said- Well, I mean, are you guys ready to?
Yeah, I'm ready. Marty's
Yeah.
putting that one book in her bag with her without permission. So
All right. Then whenever you're ready, return to the balcony. Meet with Father again. Now, I know that some of you have bedtimes to be concerned with, so I'll make simple the divergence of options we have here. We can remain for another, say, 30 minutes to seek your way out of the hells, or we can wait until next week, reconvene, and begin with that escape.
Gonna have to go with wait till next week.
Yeah, me too, sadly.
Fair
I
enough.
got a dog
yeah,
just
that'll
barking
be
like a maniac outside.
I give the option. I insist nothing. On most occasion. In that case, thank you all for your time. I hope that you have enjoyed the beginning of this journey into fire and beyond. And that next time we meet, that journey might be completed and your way out of these hells secured. And until that time, I will see you